All right. Here we are. Impact and Influence Radio right here on iHeart. And today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento. Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689 or blindsofsacramento.com. Now, today, we've got Karlynn Only-Sydnor back from KAOS Performance Fitness. I love KAOS, the KAOS. It's her initials,
Yep.
Which I think is like just really, really cool. I just totally love it. So she's back. She's now a contributor in the magazine. Congratulations, being a part of everything that we're doing. And we're really, really stoked to now be establishing the relationship and going to events together. And we're going to be really talking about community outreach today and what you're doing, what we're doing, and what it really takes to grow your business and have that. They call it the sphere of influence. I've watched too many episodes of The Sopranos. I just call it your circle. So talk to me. How are you, dude?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a good year or a good start to the year so far. Just kind of figuring out what my goals are for the year and what direction I want to go in, really dialing it in. Because I feel like I was kind of just coasting, and I really want to like nail where I want to go.
You know, it's tough with the economy and with everything going on. You know, you talk to people every day, and they're ready to go, but they've got their own financial this or financial that, and you're trying to compete with gas prices. Gas prices are going back up. You're trying to compete with grocery prices and living expenses. It's so funny. I saw a video the other day, and people are paying $3,400 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm thinking people aren't paying $3,400. Yeah. I'm like, where am I not? What am I missing? Where is this?
Like, where are you looking for these places?
Like, where are you? Like Indiana? So, it's just expensive to live.
Yeah.
Here, at least here in California.
Yeah. It seems like it gets more and more expensive every year. No matter how hard you try, you're like, okay, yeah, I think I've reached it. I can manage everything, and then all of a sudden there's a jump, and you're like, okay, what do I do now?
And you've got kids.
Yes.
Holy smokes.
So it's always expensive for me.
Yes. How old are the kids?
So
I should know this.
I just had my youngest. She turned 5 last week.
Okay.
And I have a 7-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 11-year-old.
Holy smokes. I did not know you had 4 kids.
I have 4 kids.
You are a rock star.
Yeah.
That is awesome though. How does it feel? Like, I mean, like you saw me struggling with technology and my eyes and my coordination, and it's like, oh my God, I feel like an old man. Do you have that when you're like, I've got 4 kids running around?
No, honestly, it keeps me feeling young and on my toes. Like I have to be on it like all the time. And so I can't like for a moment just have moments where I my memory slips or something. I have to be on it for the most part.
But again, you come home and you've got 4 kids, and you're like, man, this is I've made it in a sense, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I forget to stop and like just take a step back and look at what my life is, what I've done, what I've created, and appreciate it in that moment.
That's incredible. That is just incredible. My projects are my kids. I don't have kids. But all these movie posters and the magazine and the music and all the books and the radio, and these are my kids, right? And so my legacy is this. And the sad part is that I don't have any heirs, so I don't have anybody to leave all of this to. So I've always said, I'll probably just donate all of it when it's my time to get adios. Yeah, I'll probably just package it all up and donate it to some children's charity, something. I've been an advocate for sex trafficking prevention and child abuse prevention my entire life because of my childhood. I've told you a little bit about it. Not a good space that I was in when I was a kid. But I've spent most of my years advocating for child safety and those things. So I would probably donate everything to something of that sort.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's why I don't have you watched our movies?
No.
So in the first movie, we have a child abduction, and that was to show how fast it can happen.
Okay.
And then in the latest movie, we had another child abduction, and it's not, we're not pro. We're against it, right? So, but we also want the people to see how fast it can happen,
Right.
and where it
The
can
reality
happen.
of
Yes,
it.
yeah, and what it really looks like. So I try to incorporate that kind of stuff into the movies. All right, so connecting people. We're going to be talking about how you're connecting people to KAOS. You're starting to go to the events. You're starting to meet people. You've met us. You're now with the magazine. We're introducing you to people. How has this experience been?
It's been good. A little overwhelming at times, just because you're constantly talking to people, telling people about yourself, and stepping outside of your little bubble.
It almost sounds narcissistic when you're say the same thing over
and over again.
Yeah,
you're in a constant space of telling people about yourself, and in the back of your head, you're like, stop talking about yourself.
Yes, I know, but you have to. You have to sell yourself. So this actually gets into a really good conversation, and so maybe instead of walking up to somebody and saying, "Hi, how are you? I'm Karlynn, and this is what I do," you say, "Hey, so how are you? What do you do?" And get them to talk.
Yeah.
And then once while they're talking, in sales, the more you get somebody to talk, the more they're going to tell you how to sell them, right?
Mm-hmm,
It's sales, right? So if you're talking to them and you're like, "Oh, okay, so my God, how do you manage a schedule like that? Like, I mean, are you eating good? I mean, oh man, if you may, can I throw in some advice? I mean,
sure.
right? Well, no, I'm being you, right?
Yeah.
And so, be like, maybe instead of this, you eat this, and you go, that might actually be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing for your mental health? What are you doing for your physical health? Again, you're getting them to talk without ever talking about yourself, and then, my phone's blowing up. I'm going to turn it over so I don't keep getting distracted. Everyone's responding to the, I need to get your articles in by the 15th text that went out this morning. And so now they're talking about, I don't have much time to get to the gym. And so they're selling themselves, and you go, okay, well, let me tell you what I do. So I do this, and this. I would love to sit down with you and show you what we're doing that can fit into the equation. Maybe, are you feeling guilty at all about that donut that you ate this morning? Are you feeling guilty about that you went to the Taco Bell drive-thru? Maybe a little bit. Let me show you this. And then you do. And we have and I got to introduce you to her, Crystal Dunn, who just came on board. She's going to be writing for us, and her whole thing is growing your food. And so, dude, you got to see the articles. They're friggin' awesome. And Crystal, okay, so you know me. I'm like this Tony Soprano kind of guy. I eat like crap. I sleep like crap. My business is my entire life, right? And so I meet Crystal at a networking event, and she's like, I'm a vegan, and I grow my own food. And naturally, my type of personality is going to be really dismissive to that type of personality.
Right.
There was something about her that just drew me to her. And I was like, I've got to get you on a show. I want to talk to you more. I want to learn about what you're doing. I think you're freaking awesome. And we came in and we talked about food and growing food. And we laughed for like an hour on that episode. And she was making fun of me for like, Quinn, the tomatoes at Taco Bell are not good tomatoes. Come on. And so the conversation became so fun and interesting that we've started to develop that friendship now, and it's allowed us to really open her creative energy and bringing that to the magazine. So now getting the two of you together could be freaking huge.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? And it's that network. That's what's so cool about this.
Yeah. It's really cool because I've met some people at events and they've talked about their business. It's like, oh, I saw, somebody else from your business at another event I was at. And they're like, oh, who was it? And so now we're talking about the person I met at the previous event, and we're building this relationship.
No, it was funny. We, Frank has been with me for a long time. And Frank used to be a real estate developer, a decade ago. And so we were just recently at an event, and the guy Aaron, he's going to be coming on board, and Aaron goes, he goes, I talked to your partner. He goes, I don't remember his name, but I used to work with him and I don't remember his name. And I'm like, my partner. And it's like the older guy. And he goes, yes. Don't tell me his name. And I go, Frank. And he goes, oh my God, Frank. Yes. So I opened the magazine and I go, this guy. And then he goes, yeah, but he doesn't have the hair anymore because, we use a pretty old picture of Frank. So, but what's funny is yes, when you go to these things and you start to the rapport, but if you're sitting at home on your couch, none of those things are going to happen. But again, the other side of this is you have to be able to balance that work with home life.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to do that. You can't throw everything into the business or throw everything into the family. There has to be that dynamic.
Yeah, and I feel like this year or last year, towards the end of last year and beginning of this year, I've learned how to balance that, especially, making sure I spend time with my kids, do activities with them, but then also leave some time for me. Okay, in the evening, on this particular evening, I'm going to be gone for a couple hours.
Yep.
Ask my husband, hey, can you take over the nighttime routines and all of that? And
how is he with all that?
I think he's gotten used to it. As long as we're communicating in advance and letting each other know of our schedules, it usually works out just fine.
How is he with you growing the business and more?
He's excited. Like, he wants to help. Like, he's starting like, hey, can I order you some business cards? Can I help you, create a banner so that way if you go to an event where you can set up a booth, you have this banner that you can show off and everybody knows who you are.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. What does he do?
He is an employee at Best Buy right now.
That's where the sweater
comes in.
I was wondering about this. Okay. Which one?
Folsom.
Okay. So one of my closest friends is one of the top guys over there. So maybe you know him. Do you know Jason Dodd?
Jason, my husband's mentioned Jason before.
Jason Dodd, he's in the hi-fi department.
It probably is the same person. I don't know his last name, but I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Have you met him before? So he goes to the different stores, but he's based out of the Roseville store, but he goes to the different stores. Yeah.
I've heard my husband talk about a Jason, but I don't remember if it was the same person.
I'm wondering. Yeah. Ask him. Ask him Jason Dodd. Jason Dodd's a really close friend of mine. And it started with, just my passion for audio and all that stuff. And he's in the hi-fi department. And so we've just gotten to know each other, and his son has the same birthday as me. So I always, I'll always be, so how's my twin cousin doing and that kind of stuff. And we've just become really close over the years. And it's funny because, we'll go 6 or 8 months and we don't speak to each other. And then all of a sudden there's a phone call and we're like, dude, we got to get together. And then we see each other and it's just a real hug. It's we've become like family almost. Yeah. It's really awesome. But no, Jason's incredible. Jason over at Best Buy. So sorry not to give the shout out to your husband. Oh. Should I give the shout out to your husband too?
Sure.
Okay.
His name is Medrick.
Medrick. What department is he in?
He works in the warehouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should text Jason real quick. Do you know Medrick? I'm gonna do that. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Do you know, how do you spell it? M-E?
M-E-D-R-I-C.
Okay. Okay. See if he responds. He wears an Apple Watch, so I'm assuming he will. Okay, so connecting. What do you think? What do you think that you could do more of in 2026 to really take KAOS to the next level?
I feel like I could just be more myself and just don't be afraid to show who I really am, tell people what I like, tell people what I'm about. And if for those that are going to like me, they're going to like me. And the ones that don't,
you're not going to appeal to everybody.
I'm not going to appeal to everybody and be okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had to learn that one the hard way.
Yeah.
I'm a very strong personality. There's people that are very, I don't know if fragile's the right word, but there's people that are fragile. And I come in there and I'm just like, prime example. My nephew. I've never met my nephew. He lives in Nebraska, but of course, I talk to family regularly out that way, and my mom will go, "Oh, Robbie's on the phone," and he'll go, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," because that's just what I sound like. That's how people take it. I guess I'm assuming. It's like when we were kids, we had you hear Charlie Brown and you hear the rah, rah, rah on the phone.
Exactly.
It's rah, 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 rah when I talk, apparently. So, oh man. All right. So no, getting yourself out there. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think in the past with this business I've done a good job of that, and I'm realizing more and more that I have to get out there and talk to people.
I don't think that it's that you haven't done a good job of it. I think in business is did you go to college?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go to school, when you go to college, you're paying for an education.
Mm-hmm.
When you build a business, you're also paying for an education. You're paying for that education through mistakes and errors and so forth.
Yes.
And again, it's not that you've made mistakes. That's where we learn, right? So, when I started the magazine, I told people straight up, like, I don't want to go to networking events. I want people to come to me. I want to make sure that I'm in the quote unquote dominant position, right?
Right.
I want people to come to me. And then I realized, wow, that's a little foolish. I should
Exactly.
probably be out there. But being in radio, people came to me. I didn't go to the networking event, right? People came to me because I was the guy on the radio. Right. Magazine apparently is different. Okay. And I find myself being the type of guy that doesn't want to go to networking events or talk to people I don't know. And then I go to the networking events and I go, I'm having a friggin' blast.
I have the same feeling. Like every event that I go to, I'm like, why did I sign up for this? I'd rather just be at home doing whatever. And then when I go, I'm like, I had a good time. I met some cool people. And there's just this energy I have after I leave them.
And it becomes better and better as the more you go to them. Because when we started the first radio show, my partner was Ben Gadinas, and he sold himself as the network king. And my God, this guy connected with everybody, and I'd see him at these networking events, and I would show up and I'd be standing there, and then people would walk up to you and I'd go, "Hi, what's up?" And he'd be all energetic and the life of the room and the whole thing. And then Quinn was like this grumpy guy that didn't talk to anybody, right?
Yeah.
And so I quit going to networking events. It just wasn't my vibe.
Yeah.
And then within the last 6 months, 8 months, there's this whole new life out there that I feel like I've missed all these years past. And I think it's just that I've evolved into this because now I understand the meaning of it. And you realize that if we're going to grow this thing, if you truly believe in your business, you're going to want to tell the world about it. And that's what these events really are about, is telling the world about it.
Yeah. And I think that's a good way to put it, is evolving into okay, now I've grown. I know I've done all the things behind the scenes, and now I need to put myself out there and show people what I've been working on, tell people about what I've been working on. And the only way to do that is actually getting out there.
And again, going back to the networking, hi, how are you? Hi,
Yeah.
how are you? What do you do? I'm a realtor. What do you do? I'm a health and wellness coach. And it's very robotic.
Yes.
And I think that, as you are establishing a relationship, here's a prime example. When you meet somebody on the street, you're at the grocery store and you bump into somebody at the grocery store and you get into a conversation. You don't care about what that person does for a living.
Right.
You want to get to know that person. And I think that when you're at these events, it should be something very similar. And we ran into Tapan Trivedi for the loyalists that have been listening to my shows over the years. Tapan was him and I did a radio show together 10 years ago, and we ran into each other last night. And he goes, "Oh my God, I knew that was your voice. Oh my God, dude, how are you?" And we saw each other. And we gave each other big old hugs, and we talked. And it wasn't how's business? It's, oh my God, your daughter must be. He's like, "Oh, she's in college and the other one's going off to college." And he's talking about all these things, and it's like, that's what it's really about.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that are going to want to do business with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm realizing I just have to be patient and learn how to talk to people again. Instead of putting so much pressure on myself to be this person at these events.
But
yeah,
when we met, you were sitting next to us. Just the irony, you sitting next to us at the table at the BBB Torch Award.
Yeah.
Okay. And the irony in that whole situation, this is what I love about networking. Okay. We go to the Torch Award and we just grab a random table. We
Yeah.
put our crap down. We sit down. You're sitting to the left. Jocelyn Jameson is sitting to our right. Jocelyn's been on the show. The guy sitting across from us was Sam Samadi. He was on the cover last month, the February issue. The lady who won that at that event that we gave the thing, they ended up upgrading and they're doing a full page with us. The people that won the Torch Award is a writer for us. The point of networking is just being there.
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't know each other.
No, we didn't.
And I didn't know half of those other people. And the point is that you just have to be there.
Yeah.
And provide people with what they need.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, this is the other thing that I find interesting is people go, yeah, well, I don't know if people need what I'm selling. I got to go to the right events. Everything that you're selling, we all need. It's just how you sell it.
Right.
If you don't sell it right, nobody's going to want it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. How do you sell it right? Let me ask you this. How do you sell it right?
Just talk to them, listen to them really. And then, provide some insight information to them that they may not have thought about before.
Just build a relationship.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Just get to know who they are. It's that simple. Because whether they do business with you today or they do business with you in 5 years,
right?
You just build that relationship. If you don't build the relationship, there's nothing. You're out of business. So you just got to know people.
Yeah. You want to be that person that they go, oh man, I remember she told me about this.
Or I get the text message that says, hey, do you have a this? Hey, I'm looking for a family attorney. Do you have one? Yes, I do. Actually, let me get them over to you.
Yeah.
Do you have a health and wellness coach? Yes, I do. Let me get them over to you. Now we have the directory on the website, which we've made it really easy for people. And so, we just put everyone's. Oh, and I need to, before we get out of here, I need to get some updated info for you on the website.
Okay.
But other than that, no, that you just have to put yourself out there. So, you're not doing anything wrong at all. You're doing it. You're doing it. But what's happening is you're identifying where you have faltered in the past.
Yep.
And you're saying, I want to be better. And that's growth.
Okay.
Because you're identifying it. I should be a business coach.
You should.
No, there's no way. There's no way. Let's see. Did he respond? He did not respond. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? All right. So for the people that don't know, talk to me about KAOS Performance Fitness. What is this?
So what I do is provide customized training programs for moms. A lot of moms. I work with women, men occasionally, but I provide customized training plans for these moms who think they don't have the time, who think that they are just stuck being a mom and they can't exercise or eat well until their kids get older and when they can focus on themselves again. And
they get mom bod and they're like, oh, I'm never going to get away from
exactly. And so I teach them that no, you can focus on yourself, and actually it's important for you to focus on yourself so that way everybody in the house is better off. And it's been going really well, especially since I introduced online training. It kind of gives them more flexibility. And it's been awesome. And I've actually started every other week I want to do like a video conference with all of my clients so that they can talk to each other, bounce ideas off each other. I can share some sort of insight. Maybe it's a topic that I go over every other week, and then they, can take that information.
What are you doing with that?
What am I doing with it? I'm going to record it and then post it so
on
that
YouTube.
way. Yeah.
Okay. So before we started talking, we were talking about, I want to get you, what are you doing with those business cards, right? When you go to the networking event, what do we do with the business card? What do we do with the business card? That's what you do, is you schedule one-on-one Zooms with these people, and you start building your YouTube channel, talking to these people about their business, and start networking and building that online network. That's how you do it.
Okay.
You don't have to charge them.
No.
They just come in, you do a Zoom call, you take it, you throw it up on your YouTube channel. It's not going to be super high quality, but it gets the job done. People are either going to take the offer or they're not. And then you can start to establish those relationships and at the same time start inviting them to join you at these events. And dude, that's smart. That's really smart. Yeah. And so we'll talk more about that. And again, the audience listening, every single one of you guys could be doing exactly the same thing with your business. You've got to connect with people. You have to connect with people. You don't have to have a big fancy studio like this with all, Matt's gone nuts. That's Matt. I don't think you've met Matt. Matt's gone completely bonkers with this studio. I mean, he's got lights hanging from the ceiling and everything. And I don't even know how to use half of this. So he's got like 3, 4, 5 remotes, and he's got remotes in here, and everything turns on. And his AI runs everything, and he's got these screens. I'm just like, nah, just give me a board and a microphone, and I'm a radio guy, right? I don't need all that stuff.
Right.
So, but the point is that you going and building your thing, you can literally just do it on Zoom. You have them come on, schedule, you record it, take it, throw it up onto YouTube, and what's going to happen is people are going to want to share your content onto their channel. Those people are going to become interested and want to look at the rest of your stuff and start recognizing some of the other people that you've spoken with. In the meantime, that's going to compound because you're going to have all those other people doing the same thing, and all that traffic is going to be coming back to your business. And you're the rock star.
Okay.
You say that's smart. That's very, very smart. So start thinking about how you want to.
I'm gonna start thinking about that.
How you want to call it? What do you want to call it? Like KAOS TV or something cool.
Yeah. That's a good one.
The wheels are turning.
The wheels are definitely turning now.
But you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And so when you go to the event and they give you the business card, you're like, you know what? I have this like little online TV show thing that I do.
Yeah.
I would love to have you do it. You don't even have to come down to the studio. We just do it on Zoom.
Yep.
And people will be like, dude, I'm all in. It's free marketing for them. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But you're using their name to market your business. And you do that with 100 people or 1,000 people. You're all over. You're everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's all we do. It's the same thing with the magazine. You guys are paying to advertise us, but we use your name to advertise you. But then we have the whole network, and everyone talks. Why the hell do you think it's growing so fast? It's because everyone's connected.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Cool. Okay. So, this has been a little bit more of a brainstorm session than a radio show. But you know what? That's all business is.
Yeah.
That's all business is. All right. So, talk to me about your app. I want to start wrapping this up. So, talk to me about your app and how people can become more involved in the digital side of your business.
The app is really helpful. They've updated now where you can like scan your food, scan the barcodes of your food, log your food, and then look at your exercises. So you have video. I don't have to be there. You can watch the video of the exercise and then do it yourself.
That is so awesome.
It's like having a trainer in your pocket, literally. Wherever you go, your workouts are there, your nutrition is there. I'm there. You can text me, ask me questions. I can see all of your data.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Now, this might be a stupid question, but did you build this, or is this something that you've teamed up with a company that does this?
I've teamed up with the company. I started with them when they were kind of just starting out, so not all the pieces were there. And I've been talking to them, giving them feedback on what my clients are asking for, what I think would make it better, and they've been building it out, and it's become this awesome thing.
I love it. So how long now?
Have I been using the app?
Yeah.
I started using it about a year ago.
Oh wow.
And now there's so much on that app now.
I'm so happy for you. That's again back to the digital thing.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps talking about how AI is gonna this and AI ain't doing nothing, dude.
No.
AI is not going to create products for the sake of creating products, create art for the sake of creating art, create movies for the sake of creating movies. They're not.
No.
AI is a wonderful tool that will help you this, that, and the other, and it will simplify your business. But AI is not going to build robots to fight other robots to take over the world. It just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
at the end of the day, it's just a tool like you were using before. It's just a different kind of tool. Yeah.
I mean, Terminator, yes, I get it. I get the whole Terminator thing. But and yes, we're going to have robot soldiers. That's inevitable, and, in countries that are underdeveloped that can't afford the robots are going to get obliterated. But our military robots are going to go after other military robots, which is all we've been doing with drones anyway. I mean, come on, people. So No, I love what the technologies are doing. I think it's just so cool. It's so cool. When we did our movie, when we did the 5th movie, when we did the first movie, we had to go to the East Coast to shoot the East Coast. When we did this latest movie, we just used AI.
Right?
We just told it what we wanted and glued Frank's face to a person and said, we want this, and it did it, and it was like, okay. And Frank goes, well, I went to New York, It was like, it's so funny. All right. KAOSPerformanceFitness.com, 916-550-3755, 916-550-3755. Super, super cool. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
No. I mean, this has been an awesome chat with you. It's always awesome talking to you. But yeah, go check out my stuff.
Check out KAOS Performance Fitness. There's a reason why she's working with us. There's a reason why we continue to bring her back. I love the energy. I love what she's doing. And the power of networking is just, it's incredible.
Huge.
Yeah,
it's huge.
And here's the caveat. We don't want to work with the people that we don't want to work with, right? So if you're here, if we're working with you, if we're bringing you back, if you're involved in what we're doing, we love what you're doing. And, everyone's got money to spend, but I think the real difference is I'm at the stage of my life where it's not about the money. It's about the connecting with the people that I want to work with, where when the phone rings, I don't look at the phone and go, oh God, all right, what do they want? I want to work with good people, and I really love what you're doing.
Yeah,
so,
it's about building meaningful relationships.
Yes, absolutely. KAOSPerformanceFitness.com, 916-550-3755. And if you guys want to learn more, go there. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.